Hi, it's Gwyneth here on a fabulous Feel Good Friday, helping you to feel fabulous about you being you. And in this video, I want to talk specifically about what you're going to have to do to position yourself, to rebrand yourself, if you like, if you are moving from one position to another. Maybe you're looking for a promotion, maybe you're looking for a job upgrade, maybe you're even thinking, as many more people are as time goes by, about moving from employee to a kind of a consultancy basis. All of these things require the people around you and the people you want to work with. All of those processes require them to reset their judgment, their opinion of who you are. And that's a real challenge. Just think about potentially when you last applied for a position, or you said you wanted to do something new, and friends and family, some people will say, why do you want to do that? Why don't you just stay where you are? You know, you've got a nice job, you've got a nice salary, everything's hunky-dory. Why would you want to change? And it has nothing to do with your ability. It has nothing to do with how hard you work. It has nothing to do with how fabulous you are. It's this inherent inset opinion, judgment that other people have of you. When you want to move out of your box that they have given you, it's very difficult. We're all the same. If you've been looking at somebody in a certain way for a long time, you think about your parents. Many people find it difficult to even look at their parents as a human being. That's my mum, that's my dad. You know, they have a name, they have an individual identity. It's very difficult for us to see people in a different light, and this is precisely what is happening if you are looking to move from one job to another within an organization. So there are a couple of things that you really do need to do if you're serious about wanting to get that job upgrade, if you're serious about wanting to potentially move from a general service position into a professional position, if you're working in the UN system, if you are looking at leaving where you are and going back into that organization as a consultant. You are going to have to work hard on your repositioning. You're going to have to work hard on your branding. So first of all, be absolutely clear about why you want to do this. I've worked with many people who feel that they are owed a promotion, they are owed an upgrade. And regrettably, it doesn't matter how hard you do work in some organizations and businesses, that's just not the way it works. There are some businesses on the planet where they say, you know, they will encourage people to progress their career, but over the past few years, that kind of that's slipped down a little bit. Competition is much greater, budgets are being reduced, and I don't know of any organizations I've worked with recently where we can really say hand on heart they welcome career development, professional development within the organization. It is very, very tough for all sorts of reasons. So be absolutely clear on why you want to go for that upgrade or do something completely different. The second thing you need to do is you really need to have a very decent and deep conversation with yourself about who you are, your values, what is your unique offer, what is your unique proposition, what is your expertise, what do you bring to that job or to that consultancy that maybe others don't have. Because you can also assume from the perspective applying to any job or any consultancy, there are going to be a lot of people out there with similar qualifications, with similar backgrounds, who know similar things to you. So you really do have to think about your brand on a personal level. What are your values? What's important to you? What type of people do you really enjoy working with? What type of environment is important to you? So that's number two. And like I said, you have to be very, very honest with yourself about what you want. Because if you start positioning yourself where you're just trying to be nice to everybody and you slip into that kind of, I'm a generalist, I'm so flexible, I can do anything kind of attitude, then you end up, people are confused. Well, what is this person doing actually? Do I want a generalist? No, I want an expert for this position. And you've just done yourself a disservice by trying to be available to everybody and everything. The best way, if you want to get a higher grade, I'm specifically talking about employment situations now, the best way for you to actually move from a general service to a professional, or to get a promotion, or to upgrade the position that you're doing. So, you know, you want more money, of course, we all have to pay the bills. You want more responsibility. We all have to keep on growing. We all have to keep on learning. It's what keeps us going. It's our, you know, if you don't have motivation, if you don't have mojo, then you kind of lose your purpose along the way. But my advice is to actually leave where you are currently working, look for something else, because it is so difficult for people to see you in a different light. And even though they will say, yeah, you're absolutely capable, and how many conversations have I had with people where they've said, you know, my boss has actually encouraged me to apply for this position, and then it's all gone a bit pear-shaped for whatever reason. Like I said, it has nothing to do with you. It's more likely to have to do with the people who are going through the recruitment process with you, and they just don't see you in this different role because they're used to seeing you in the role that you are at the moment. So the best thing for you to do, quite honestly, is to look elsewhere. You don't necessarily have to change country, but do look at different organisations. The benefit you have there is an organisational human resources person will be looking at your application. Potentially they don't know you. Potentially there is no underlying bias, judgment, opinion about what you can do or what you can't do. If you're applying to a higher grade position and they look at your application, it's going to be, okay, this person has done all these things. It's natural progression for you want to go a step higher. It's going to be easier for you to make that step in a different environment with different people than where you currently are. I hope that makes sense. So number 3 is to give yourself time. Okay, don't be one of these people who wants to kind of leave and get on, like I said, because I deserve it. I've been working very hard. I've been working until midnight for the past 7 years, and it's about time I got a reward. It doesn't work like that. It absolutely doesn't work. So be kind to yourself. Get very clear on why you want to move away. Potentially leave the organization where you are. And give yourself time. Give yourself time to really get to know yourself, get clear on your values, what it is that you want, because you are going to have to think new things. As Joe Dispenza always says, you're going to have to start making different decisions. You're going to have to choose new choices, because if you want to get somewhere different, you're going to have to up your game. You're going to have to reposition yourself. You're going to have to up your brand. You have to be very clear on who you are, what you offer, so that you move forward with confidence. I hope that helps you if you are one of those people who's been thinking about, you know, it's time I went for a promotion. It's time I did something different. It's time maybe that I just kind of left this 9 to 5 and started doing my own thing as a consultant. Very difficult to make those types of changes with people that you've been working with for a while. Best thing is to do is to move away and start fresh. If you would like to get on a call with me to find out what those next steps might be, there is a link with this video. I'd love to get to know you and hear what your next adventures might be. In between times, stay safe, stay healthy, stay fabulous. All my love, and bye for now.